far, the schemes have done nothing and made me discard a card.
You've made it through the grand entryway adjacent the prop room via the meat locker. How many rooms does this place have? Sorry, into the Elder Dragon Social Club, where today on the show, we're playing with the Duskmourn House of Horror pre-constructed commander decks with a twist. But more on that at the table. Of course, I want to remind you that the sponsor of this show is CardKingdom.com. Please check out CardKingdom.com/EDSC if you want to pick up any of these decks specifically, or just any card that you might be looking to get. I also want to shout out our sponsor Dragon Shield, where if you use our code LRRMTG5 at checkout on their official store, you'll receive 5% off of your order. And of course, they are also the makers of our very own sleeves that you can find over at store.loadingreadyrun.com. And finally, if you'd like to support us directly, you can do so at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun or by becoming a member on this very YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's send it down to the table to whichever of the four of us is going to welcome us in. Let's say Kathleen.
Hello and welcome to Elder Dragon Social Club, where today we are doing something a little bit special. We're not playing your standard 4-player game of Commander. That would be boring. Why would we do that when we could play a game of Archenemy? With, of course, yours truly, Kathleen, as the Archenemy. That means, because we're using the new Duskmourn commander decks, that my commander is Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls, which I'm sure is fine for everyone. He is a 4/4 Elder Demon that casts for 2 black and a red, and he says merely, flying, ward, pay 2 life. That's very fair in Commander. Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during each of their turns, put a +1/+1 counter on Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls, and draw a card. See, I have to make them lose life? Like, I've got to work for this. Like, in Commander terms, this is terribly fair. And because my commander is so absolutely fine, I get a little bit of help. I get an Archenemy deck that I get to use every turn for free, just, you know, to make my schemes go. But who will be facing off against me today? Why, it's none other than Ben.
Hi, I'm very excited to be here. I did not know that I was going to be against the devil today, but I'm really, really pumped. I like Duskmourn, I like spooky things. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody at this table. So I am rocking what I think is going to be the Scooby-Doo deck. I feel like Zimone's part of the Scooby-Doo gang. I'm playing Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. They are a 3/3 for 2 green and a blue with Landfall, which is always a fair mechanic, as I've heard. Whenever a land you control enters, I manifest Dread if this is the first time this ability is resolved this turn. Otherwise, I may turn a permanent I control face up. So Manifest Dread is the new mechanic for the set, which is basically if I'm going to do a manifesting of Dread, I look at the top 2 cards, I'm going to pick one of them to put face down onto the battlefield, and then the other goes into the graveyard. And hypothetically, if I play 2 lands in a turn, I believe that means I'm going to get to not only manifest something onto the field, but also just flip it up right then and there. I don't know what's in this deck, but when I was shuffling, I dropped a card and it was a World Spine Worm. So, who knows? Cori, what do you got going on?
I am playing Winter, Cynical Opportunist, who is a 2/5 for 2, a black and a green. It is a legendary creature human warlock with Death Touch, and whenever Winter attacks, mill 3 cards. They also have Delirium. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile any number of cards from your graveyard with 4 or more card types among them. If you do, put a permanent card from among them onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So I want things to go in my bin, and then I want to exile them after they do damage to Kathleen.
Correct.
Jacob.
Hi.
You're Jacob.
Welcome.
It's Jacob.
You're here.
I am here.
That's very exciting.
Thank you. I'm very excited. Boy, am I excited. I threw myself into this for the chat in the I'm sorry, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I'm just really happy to be here. This is a really awesome horror set. I've looked at most of the cards, I think. I hope. There's a lot of cards. Anyway, I'm playing Amanatsu, Veil Piercer. They are a 2/4 human wizard. At the beginning of my upkeep, I get to surveil 2, so I get to look at the top 2 cards of my library, and then I can either put them into my graveyard or on the top of my library in any order, so I get some deck manipulation, which is awesome. They're based around enchantments. Each enchantment card in my hand has Miracle, so it can cast its Miracle cost. Its Miracle cost is equal to its mana cost, reduced by 4. So you can cast an enchantment for the Miracle cost, which is cheaper than the actual mana cost. So yeah, I either want enchantments to go in the bin or enchantments to go in my hand, or manipulate the order in which I draw, because Miracle can only be activated if it's the first card drawn. Yes, and it's a white, blue, black deck. I'm really happy that we're on the same team, because those commanders seem absolutely gross, and I'm happy to only have to deal with one gross commander.
I feel like ours is going to be spooky up until you're like, I don't know. I also don't know what's in your deck, but it's going to be like you're going to pay 4 mana for some like 12 drop enchantment, and we're going to go, neat!
Yeah!
Glad you're on our team!
Oh.
Speaking of being on teams, I got to explain that we are playing with the new Archenemy rules. That means I have 60 life, and they have 60 life as one shared team.
60 life, comrades.
Yeah!
Commander damage rules still apply as normal, though. So, they all really heavily favor me for some reason. I don't know why. I just need the help, I guess, because, like, there's 3 of them and there's 1 of me, and I actually think this does seem kind of, like, scary for me. So, we'll see. But I also get to go first.
We're going to see whatever this first scheme is,
Yeah,
and
right.
then instantly it's going to set the tone of this game.
I think Kathleen's the archenemy, and I should kill her.
You know what? I will give this. No politics in this game are
No.
needed. You just get to go, I hit.
Yeah, I attack. I don't have to feel bad. And on my first turn, which is mine because I am the archenemy, I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to play a scheme.
Lighting change.
Thanks, Ben.
My wings enfold all!
Well, that seems fine. When you set this scheme in motion, choose 1. Draw 2 cards, or until end of turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's really cool, but maybe not as useful as I want it to be on my very first turn, but I think we can make this work. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Is your first land a reliquary tower?
It is not, and that's an 8-drop and a 5-drop, but I think I can try to get most of this stuff out of my hand.
What?
Well, I'm going to be able to play a 1-drop, so
Yeah.
that's 2 permanents out of my
That's
hand.
true.
So it's only discarding 1 card.
Okay.
Like I said, I actually might need the help. I'm going to play a swamp, and I'm going to play Cataract Parasite. It's a 1/1 horror. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if you control a red permanent, you may have Cataract Parasite deal 1 damage to that player. I
Cool.
control no red permanents. Go ahead.
All right. So we're all working together as a team.
Uh-huh.
So we get to take our turn together. Untap. Draw.
Wow, you guys are already working together so well. I actually feel like I'm doing a service and like bringing you all together. I do need to discard though. I'm to discard this Decree of Pain because it costs 8. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go team!
Go team.
Evolving Wilds.
Terramorphic Expanse.
Arcane Sanctum. We are Captain Planet.
Go.
Glow.
Go.
Woohoo! All right. Draw. Scheme time.
Oh, God.
Okay. The lighting cue is incredible.
Every turn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lordy.
This is why I said we had to make the lighting cue no longer than half a second. Ah!
My will is irresistible.
This is a scheme. It says when you set the scheme in motion, choose up to 3 non-land permanents you don't control. Target opponent chooses one of those permanents. You gain control of the rest. Well, that does nothing.
Imagine playing something on turn 1.
Yay.
Goodbye. Oh, it tastes so scary.
In response to the salt, I crack my terramorphic expanse.
In response to him cracking his terramorphic expanse, I cracked my evolving wild.
Yeah.
I've had two so far the schemes have done nothing and made me discard a card.
And we're playing.
Forest.
All right, tapped.
This is fantastic. I'm glad you're very drift compatible.
I'm still shoveling. Let me shovel.
Yeah.
All right. Swamp. Arcane Signet.
Oh.
Oh.
Red. Basilisk Collar.
Oh.
Ugh.
I attack you, Ben, for 1.
You attack us.
Yeah.
I attack all y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All lols. We take 1.
Okay.
And this won't get old.
They're having fun. All right, go ahead, friends.
All right. On your end step, I finish cutting Cori's deck.
Thank you.
Untap.
Draw. All right. Now that we're free from one another.
Finally.
I'm gonna play an island, and I'm gonna play Stevie. It's Sakura Tribe Elder.
Ooh.
Stevie's here. They are a 1/1 that I can crack for a land.
Ah, on demand.
Yes. I don't think he'll make it.
It's not long for this world.
There's a very good chance that I will ramp into 3, then play a 4th land, and play Simone next turn.
Oh, the art in this set is so good.
Got a swamp, and I'm putting out a Scavenging Ooze, which is a 2/2. And for green, I can exile target card from a graveyard, and if it's a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Scavenging Ooze and gain a life.
Let's go Scoozy reprint.
Let's
Hell
go
yeah.
Scoozy.
I'm playing Temple of Deceit.
Ooh.
You get to scry.
I do. Oh, I do to scry with the thing. Yeah, I did it.
Ooh, back
Oh.
on top.
Cool.
We good?
We're
Yeah,
good.
we're good.
Go for it.
Yay. All right, it is time for my next scheme.
I don't know why it's.
No whammies this time.
I don't know why it's still scaring me.
I am never alone. I'm surrounded by friends.
When I set this scheme in motion, create a token that's a copy of your commander, except it's not legendary.
What?
Oh, what?
Wait,
Create a token that's a copy of my commander, except it's not legendary.
you just get him out? All right.
Ah.
But you can still cast your commander, and it won't conflict because it's not
Not
legendary.
legendary.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just have a 4/4 flying ward pay 2 life.
Cool. All right.
So I will just give everyone's a heads up that good old Vidal Sassoon, my commander here, Valgavoth,
Valgavoth. The V-Meister.
the V-Meister, the big old V guy.
The V card. Don't be a V guy. Yeah.
This is disrespectful to demons. Good old V-Man here is a rep permanent. So, for the purpose of my Cataract Parasite, that will be happening when you draw cards.
Yuck.
Yeah, I think so too. Sorry. I'm not that sorry, actually. I don't know why I said that.
Like, you don't have to.
I may be the Archenemy, but I'm still Canadian. So that's all very exciting. This scheme is done. I'm going to now play a land. I'm going to play this Graven Cairns. And I have 4 mana, which is not quite enough to do anything very exciting. So I'm just going to play this Suspended Sentence. But I'm going to suspend it.
Suspend the suspended. It's suspend.
Yeah, this is a new card and it's very clever. So, what it says is destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. Exile Suspended Sentence with 3 time counters on it.
Oh, it's another one of this cycle. I really like these.
Yeah.
This cycle.
So it's suspended and then it's other suspended?
Yeah, but right now it's suspended with 3 counters on it. Basically, it's just I'm starting the suspend early.
It's just gonna keep coming back.
Correct.
So suspended.
Yeah,
The
so
suspense is killing us. It will be.
So
The suspenseful killer creatures.
it will kill your creatures
Okay, I
eventually.
got it all correct.
Which will therefore probably kill
Kill
us.
us.
When it's
Yeah.
unsuspended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm going to pay 2 to equip my Basilisk Collar, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okie dokie. On your end step, I'm going to crack Steve. I'm going to go get a land. It'll probably be a forest.
Ooh, look at that.
It's a forest.
Amazing.
Who'd have thought? That's all I'm doing. We good with the rest?
Yeah.
Yep. I am afeared.
Yeah. Well, we're about to take 3, and Kathleen gains 3 and draws 3. So
And I get 3 counters on this.
yeah, it becomes a 7/7 flyer.
All right, maybe my grumpiness at whiffing on the first 2 schemes was a little bit,
You know what?
overzealous.
I ain't afraid of Kathleen.
That's fine.
I think we'll be fine no matter what Kathleen does with those creatures.
Removal.
All right, that's me.
Okay.
Let's untap.
Untap.
Ow! Yeah. So yeah, we're all gonna take 3.
I'm gonna gain 3. I'm gonna draw 3.
Ugh. Sorry, the card in my hand is horrifying to look at with my eyes.
Oh, playing a forest?
Playing Tainted Field.
Oh.
The sweetest things.
Bow, bow.
Yeah.
I will tap 3. Because this deck has been very slow so far, I'm happy to see this card. A Burnished Heart.
Hey.
Sacrifice Burnished Heart, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Yay. I can do things. Eventually.
I am just going to play a Flooded Grove for the turn. And I'm actually not going to play Simone because, I don't know, I just feel like she's going to be a target for removal. So maybe there'll be a less targety removal with this Citadel Hierophants. They are 3/2, and creatures I control have just tapped to add a green.
Your dorks make dorks.
My dorks are all dorks, and no matter what.
Even that creature has it.
Yeah, they're dorks at heart.
So I would like to point out
Yeah.
for all of the Vorthoses in chat, why does Citadel Hierophants don't have the cool horror art that everything else does? Because Citadel is on the island of Argoth on Dominaria, and so this is canonically correct. They've just put them in the deck because they're good in the deck, but they've given them appropriately Dominarian art instead of like the horror themed art. So there you go.
Neat.
That's why.
Rad.
Do.
Rad.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Cori?
Sitting.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's us. Yeah.
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 All right. We can't swing it to a 7/7, so
Yeah.
go for it.
Thank you. Untippity tap. Draw. Time for another scheme.
Oh boy.
Choose your champion.
When you set this scheme in motion, target opponent chooses a player. Until your next turn, only you and the chosen player can cast spells and attack with creatures. So
Can cast spells?
can cast spells and attack with creatures.
Oh my god. All right.
So target opponent, all of you, choose a player, which is 3 of you. Who wants to do something?
Man, can cast spells?
Yeah.
Until
Your next turn?
Yeah. Now, I do want to say the flavor text on this, incredible.
I'm nothing if not fair. I've chosen my champion, now you choose yours.
Magnifique. Speaking of choosing, who's casting spells?
yes, before we trigger that,
Yeah.
before that trigger.
Yeah. It's on the stack.
All right, I will cast Arachnogenesis. Sorry. I guess prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by non-spider creatures.
But
He's not a spider.
no, he's a hairdresser.
He's a bricklayer. He's not a doctor.
What else is
He's a surgeon.
terrible, terrible demon. No, all right, fine. Yeah, this is really unfair, so that makes it, I think, slightly less unfair in my favor.
Are we cool with the big Simic player?
Yeah.
Me being the spellsman next turn?
Go for it.
All right, I will be the spellsman.
You will be the spellsman. Okay, now on with my turn.
Right.
I'm
That's
going to.
free.
I'm going to tick down suspended sentence.
Yeah.
Which I should have done at my upkeep. But all of this sort of happens.
May I see Arachnogenesis there? Yeah, that's about as terrifying as I thought the art was going to be. Gross. Awesome. Thank you.
Spider fog.
Yep.
I am going to play a Sheevan Gorge as my land, which is really rude because I can pay 2 and a red to tap it and deal 1 damage to each opponent.
It's just a land that bolts us.
Correct.
All right.
It's just a free lightning bolt every turn.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it
not
costs
free.
3 mana.
It's a lightning bolt every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 3 mana lightning bolt every turn. Extremely fair. Well, a 4 mana because I also have to tap my land.
Okay.
See, it's once again, I'm not so scary. Please,
No,
don't hurt
stop.
me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It costs 4. It's fine. It's fine. But I will do something slightly rude. I'm gonna feed the swarm your Sentinel Hierophants because that's too much mana.
1.
Destroy target creature or enchantment.
Yep.
I lose 2. No, I lose 4. But I lose 4 life.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm at 59.
Yep.
sounds rough, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to play a Seance board. And it has Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a soul counter on Seance board. And then I can tap it to add X mana of any one color where X is the number of soul counters on Seance board. But I can only spend it to cast instant sorcery, demon, and spirit spells.
That's so awesome and flavorful.
It's great.
Oh.
I'm contacting the beyond.
Oh, that is.
Specifically
Power of
these
death.
Hierophants.
Yeah. How did you die?
Well,
F you.
Were you murdered?
Yeah.
I mean, technically that got blown up by the Silex blast, I would think, but...
Any unfinished business?
Yeah,
Any regrets?
Yeah, telling Urza he's a piece of crap. 1 counter on Seance board. I pass the turn.
You don't want to hit us with your 7/7?
We got fogged.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the fog. All right.
Do you want to just tap it to be nice then?
Nope.
All right.
I actually don't
Cool.
think I don't think I can rules-wise. I think I have to tap it to something. I can't just tap it for fun.
Oh no, I mean yeah, just
can still
yeah,
attack.
you could attack. That's the same. That's the same. Okay.
Tap.
Untap.
Don't tap. Draw.
Lose. Yeah, lose 3. Kathleen gains 3. Yeah, gains 3, draws 3, adds 3 counters.
All right, we'll
I'm
put
putting
down.
this Baron Moor tapped.
My turn was going to be cool and big.
How attached to your creatures in your graveyard are you?
Why are you going after my creatures?
I need creatures.
Oh, you want to pull things out of my bin?
Scavenging ooze.
You're going to scoose my stuff?
It's a graveyard!
I mean, I actually have no idea what my return from the bin stuff is, but you're just going to make a big scoose.
I want to scoose.
I mean, scoose away, I guess.
So I can scoose twice.
Yeah, you're okay. So we gain 2 life and it becomes a 4/4?
Yep. So I need a counter. So this gets +2/+2.
This is a very clever way of not being able to cast spells. You still get to sort of make...
Clever way of not being
Able to cast spells. How could this have happened?
What does your Ouija board say?
I'm the only one who can cast spells, so I'll tap for 4. I will play Zamone and Pumbaa. I'm going to play this Temple of Mystery for my landfall trigger, and I get to scry first. So I'm going to scry this down to the bottom, and now I'm manifesting some dread. Neat.
I feel like it's manifested.
It's cool. It's just huge creatures.
Yeah, that's
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
10
manifest
power,
what
10
you want
touch.
to see.
I'm going to manifest this one, and I'm going to throw this land in the bin. So it's now manifested with this cool new spooky manifest token. And I think that's us.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Go for it,
Okay.
Kathleen.
Oh boy. Good turn. I really actually do think you all maximized what you were able to do, to be completely honest with you. I try to be supportive.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like, like we can be enemies, but I don't have to be rude about it.
Not at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no.
The
Yeah.
condescending laugh
Yeah.
job.
is very helpful.
Good
yeah.
job.
This is just what I'm like. I'm really sorry. Ah.
I played a land.
Yeah.
I played the land.
You
Yeah.
max. Hey,
I
me
maximized.
too.
Yeah. Oh man.
My attempt to, bring some levity to the table has failed, so now it's just time to take my turn. But first, upkeep, tick down this, draw my card. That's a spicy meatball. Time for my scheme! Jeez.
What does this say?
Rot like the scum you are.
Wow, they are
yeah.
they're not messing around.
Defy me and you will dissolve inch by screaming inch.
Good job, Creative Text team. All right, when you set the scheme in motion, create a 2/2 green ooze creature token, and then put a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of lands your opponents control.
All right.
This is this is good for my first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
Oh man, let me. Woo.
It's
God.
okay, little guy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's okay. You're not small. You're not small.
So I've got 5, 9,
4. Real glad I didn't crack that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
13.
13. So it's a 15-15.
That's a D12.
I was. I didn't grab a big enough number.
The die, they're not big enough.
Okay, 12.
a D12.
I'm quickly becoming overwhelmed by the stress of being the archenemy. Some people aren't really fit for leadership, I think. All right, okay. Well, that was
just for free.
Yeah, this ain't good for y'all. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna play a Tainted Peak.
Tainted peak. This taint is peak.
I don't want to brag.
It's wild that between the three of us, we can't find any removal.
I'm gonna play Sir Conrad the Grim. I know. I genuinely feel bad.
May I see that card? Yes, may I? Thank you.
Yeah, please.
Awesome.
Can you read that to us?
I haven't encountered this yet.
I'm
please,
so
Jacob.
pumped. This will be Graham finally will get ousted as the most non-game of Commander that we've ever played.
Sir Conrad the Grim. That's Conrad with a K.
Yeah.
Sir with a
He's
Y,
sort of
so it's Seer.
infamous.
Legendary creature, human knight, apparently uncommon. For 2 black, 3 colorless. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. 1 colorless, 1 black, each player mills a card.
Yeah.
It's a 5/4.
So it's worth
It's uncommon.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that in Archenemy like this, if Kathleen mills us and we each milled a creature, we take 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
9!
Yeah. Well, here you go, you monster.
I didn't put who put this deck together?
Gavin.
Yeah.
Gavin.
I'm gonna ask around, and we'll report back about who the true monster is. But for now, we'll blame Gavin. I'm going to attack in the air with my
10-10.
10/10 flying demon.
Hell yeah.
Unless we can block flying or no.
No. We go to 45.
I am going to say go.
Before that happens,
Yeah, he's learning.
yay!
The-
I
Crack
literally was
that
sitting here
elk.
like, don't.
Crack that elk.
He was like, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Okay, cool. All right, so elk goes here. Jacob finds 2 basic lands. Get
So that is really clever, Jacob, because the Seance board says at the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a soul counter on it. Because you waited till I said it's your turn, then I don't get a soul counter on my Seance board and I don't get more ramp.
So everything's good, right?
There is a Sir Conrad trigger. So everyone loses 1 life.
Yeah, there wasn't a way I could avoid that, right? Yeah,
No.
okay, yeah.
Sir Conrad
yeah.
comes for us all, friend. It's all right. We're still technically above a regular commander life total.
He hasn't done any commander damage to us at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I should cut your deck. I think one of your teammates should.
All right.
Untap.
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 All right.
Draw. Ow.
Nom, 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 nom.
Okay. This is lovely. This is... Yay. All right. Hey,
Hi.
do you have some removal?
I have Temple of the False God.
All right. I played a swamp,
Why is that in this deck?
so
Worst land commander.
that's
Temple's a great card. Slams table.
I can use it now.
Yeah. I mean, you played it as your 5th land.
Yeah.
so that's why our prayers have gone unanswered.
Yes.
The god has been false.
Okay, so we need to pick a new one. I recommend Chapel Road.
Sold.
Yeah.
So we need to remove Sir Conrad.
So there's a couple of really spooky things on Kathleen's board. There's this version of her commander that's getting like a whole bunch of stuff and is massive and big and yucky. I actually think, despite it all, that it's the keeper is this 1/1 for 1 is the problem, because it's what's pinging us every turn and drawing her 3 cards a turn.
Yes.
So if we have removal, I'd probably go for that.
That and then that. These are just big dorks. Wow. I mean, they're problems, but
Yeah.
I would love to deal with that guy unless you have a thing that...
We've got more
Please.
removal?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so you go ahead. If you want to take care of the parasite, if that would benefit you, I can take care of the Grim.
The Grim?
Yeah.
You should take care of Sir Conrad first.
Okay.
He's
I'm
the
gonna
Grim.
take. I'm gonna take care. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of Sir Conrad right meow. I will play Cast Out. When Cast Out enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until Cast Out leaves the battlefield.
you know what would be really spooky? If I could tap to pay for Conrad's ability, but the Seance board says I can only spend this mana to cast instant, sorcery, demon, and spirit spells, which is why I didn't use it to cast Sir Conrad in the first place, because he's a human.
And you can't activate his ability with it.
No. Goodbye, Sir Conrad.
Yes.
He might come back. Red-black is good at interacting with enchantments.
I've heard that.
Yeah, it's right in that color pie. Love
Go,
that.
Cori, go.
All right. Tapping 4 for Binding the Old Gods. Saga.
Ooh.
First chapter, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls, which is our little friend, the Horror.
All right, we're fighting back, team.
Zap.
Yes, and that's why I wanted the Exile to go off first.
Yeah.
Are we okay losing 2 life for me to cast a spell?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have another removal spell?
I can't cast that one this turn,
Okay.
but yes.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you got going on?
So I would like to cast Read the Bones, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, lose 2 life.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put that one at the bottom. Put that one back on top. Draw 2 cards. Beautiful.
All right. Now that we've done that, I've got Simic stuff to do. I'm going to play a land for the turn. I manifest Dread. I'm going to look at these top. Whoa.
That's a good woe? Is that a good woe?
I think so.
He thinks it's a. He thinks
How
so.
much dread are you feeling right now?
A good woe. I'm trying to figure out if it's dread or gas. I'll have to get back to you next turn, I think. I'm gonna manifest something.
These are both good cards. I'm going to manifest this one, and I'm going to put this Eudora Grave Gardener into the bin. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap for 2, and I'm going to play Rampant Growth.
Hey! Hey!
So I'm gonna go rapid growth. I'm gonna go grab this island. It's gonna come in tapped, and Zamone's effect triggers, where I get to flip a permanent I control face up onto the board.
Ooh.
I'm going to flip this one I just grabbed, which is Ashaya, Soul of the World.
Ooh.
So they are an XX whose power and toughness is equal to the number of lands I control.
Nice.
And non-token creatures I control are forced lands in addition to their types.
So that includes your creatures.
Yes, they are. I have more mana dorks.
Yay!
We can't stop the dorks.
Leafy boys.
Yeah, these are all forests, and I have a bunch of lands down here. Everything is technically a land on my board right now. She is a 10/10.
Chonky.
Chonky doesn't reach or fly yet.
Yet.
It's okay, you're not small. You're not small.
And then I'm going to tap for 2 mana to play a Simic Signet. And then I'm going to tap for 3 mana to play a Trigon Predator. So Trigon Predator is a 2/3 flyer. So I could block us for 1 turn. That whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I may destroy target enchantment or artifact that the player controls.
Nice.
Ooh.
Now, worth noting, I played a creature.
Yes.
It is a land.
It did?
Which triggers landfall again. So, I'm going to flip my other creature here, which is Kyan. Kyan? Corrupted Memory.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
teacher.
Who
right?
died
Yeah,
in the invasion of
Yes.
Strixhaven, I think.
Yeah. She's, I think, Simone's teacher,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she's a 2/2. As long as their power is even, I may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash. As long as their power is odd, I can cast creature spells as though they had flash. And whenever I draw a card, I put a 1/1 counter on her.
That's so much.
Yeah, she's cool.
That is cool, honestly.
This is the
I love
ultimate
the flavor.
commander. Yeah.
So I think you have one more for us now, is that it?
I do, yes, you're right. So now Ashaya is an 11/11.
Dang.
Big.
Big.
I'm good at Scavenging Ooze, your horror. So my Scavenging Ooze is now 5/5.
And we gain a life.
Yay!
Yay! Great. I've put up some stuff for us. I can block sweet Jacob's board.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
We get to pass?
I think that's all we can do.
Take it away.
I promise I'll put stuff down next turn.
Morbid trigger, so this goes up to 2.
Yeah.
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 So, well, once again, only instant sorcery, demon, and spirit spells. All right, untappity tap. Untippity tap. Take my suspended sentence counter off.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
I get to kill something.
No.
That's just a big dork, and I have a lot of life. Those are fairly spooky, but I kind of want to see what they do. I don't want to just kill them.
You can.
I mean, the scoos is annoying, but, you know, it's nice that Cori's got something going on.
You know, how good for you.
I believe what you meant to say was.
Well, I think since you were so excited about having a Trigon Predator that could block my huge flying dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill that.
All right. Good job, buddy.
One fewer for us.
Suspended sentence goes back into exile with 3 counters on it. Exile, destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life.
We're going down to 35.
Okay.
Did we do a scheme?
No, I haven't. I'm just trying to see. I don't know if I don't think I've drawn for turn.
Oh, we're still in upkeep.
We're still in
Jesus
upkeep.
Yes, that was a
Christ.
spend.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you don't. No,
Now,
that's
now I draw for turn. I drew a lot of cards next turn, so I'm trying to figure out how I don't have to discard so much stuff. Okay, that works. And now it's time for the scheme.
Plots that span centuries.
Oh.
When you set this scheme in motion, the next time you would set a scheme in motion, set 3 schemes in motion instead.
Awaken, cowards. Long have I been preparing for this moment, and you will witness my next ascension.
Okay, we just have to kill her before her next turn.
Yeah.
We can do 65 damage.
Yeah,
That's
easy.
right.
Easy.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah,
be fun.
that's-
That'll be so good.
This is
That's fun.
terrifying even me.
That's fine.
This is a
Think
very
of all the game actions we'll have to take. How can we do this?
so complicated. I'm going to play a mountain.
the set with the fluffy creatures already went by, right?
Yes.
That was my mistake.
It's too late.
No, I know you'd like to enjoy the fluffy creatures. I know you, Jacob.
Yeah,
You're
they're-
excited about the haunted house set
I
playing.
super freaking was, man.
Past tense.
I am going to tap 2, 1, 2 for Carter Doom Scourge.
Oh.
When Carter Doom Scourge enters, until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able and attack a player other than you if able.
So we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But when an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
Oh, okay.
Spend the rest of my mana to cast Gary. To pad my life total a little bit. Because it's going to be a big swing.
To pad it? All right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 devotion to black that I have, because suspended sentence is an exile and it doesn't count. It's not around. It's sort of the way everything adds up. Y'all are gonna take 12. Yeel, am I gonna gain 12?
Ye shall gain 12.
Yeel, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what the sort of singular version of y'all is. Me.
We.
Yeah.
Do you have any flying blockers?
No, you killed it.
I'm at 77. I would like to attack you with, oh wait, what does this say? Whenever an opponent loses life for the first time during one of their turns, so this doesn't trigger. Great. I would like to attack you with my Valgavoth token copy, which is a 13/13.
Cool, we go to 10.
Go ahead, team.
All right.
Well, this has been a really good first EDs.
Yeah.
All right. Untapping.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
And hey,
Oh.
we don't take 3 damage this time when we draw. Let's go. On our draw step, Kian,
Ghost Lady.
Ghost Lady, get bigger.
So, Binding the Old Gods, increments, search your library for a forest card, put it on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Some real limited bangers in these decks. Conrad, Binding of the Old Gods.
You said these decks. That indicates a plurality.
Your deck is awesome.
I think all these decks so far.
No, they're very
I have
very
a very
cool.
cool turn upcoming.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
You have a turnip?
I have a, yeah.
Wow.
I've been investing in turnip stocks.
Okay.
I'm the ones of people still playing Animal Crossing. We have a group chat.
I'll put down Underground River.
I'll play Grim Backwoods.
Can I cut in and say I forgot to discard for turn, so I'm going to discard this Rakdos Signet? Go ahead.
Team,
Yeah.
Hi.
would you prefer me take care of some of those artifacts over yonder, or would you rather have a flying blocker? I can do one of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess a flying blocker probably. So the tough
So there
part
we
about
go.
this is me and Cori are going to have to swing out.
Yeah.
So we're going to need a line of blockers, definitely. Yeah.
Yep.
While you're thinking about things, I have something really cool to do. It's a new card.
Ooh.
They came from the pipes. Ooh. Horrifying bathtub nightmare, hands coming out of the drain.
No thank you.
Just giving you a little poke while you're in the tub.
Yeah, or maybe washing me down.
Ooh.
Little concho action.
Getting the scrubby parts of my back
the
that
ring,
I
the ring with the shampoo hand.
Yeah.
It was so nice for a So when it enters, I get to manifest dread twice. Whenever a face-down creature I control enters, I draw a card. So what's really cool about this is because these are entering as force from Ashaya, they're going to also trigger some moan. So I'm going to be just manifesting so much dread. I'm going to put this one down here and put this growth spiral into the bin. I'm going to manifest dread again. I'm going to put this one down and throw this island here. Now we've got a bunch more triggers because, of course, I'm a Simic deck. So I'm drawing 2 cards from They Came from the Pipes because 2 face-down creatures came in. When I'm going to draw cards, I'm also going to put counters on Cayenne, and Zimone has 2 landfall triggers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you get to flip them both up.
Well, I get to flip 1 up after this because the first one is going to be me manifesting Dread because it's technically the first land.
Right.
So this is going to come down like so, and I'll put this other island in the bin. You'd think they'd give me more than 2 manifest tokens. Oh, they did. Great.
They thought of everything.
Yes, they're geniuses. And then I get to flip over 1 from Zimone's effect. I'm gonna flip this one. It's Kefnet, the Mindful.
He flies.
He does, but he can't attack or block unless I have 7 or more cards in hand. But he is a 5/5 flying indestructible, so if I gotta get my hand up there. And this is going to help because 3 face-down creatures have entered. So I'm gonna draw 3 cards. So I'm up to 5.
Sick.
Cayenne Pepper is gonna go up to 4.
A spicy 4.
So now there's 6/6. And because this Manifest Dread is also a land, there's another Zimone trigger, so I get to flip over 1 more of my things. I'm actually gonna flip over this Temple of the False God. And now we've got more lands and things out here. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lands, which means it's a 13-13, which means it is still not bigger than this stupid ooze you made on like turn 3. So I need to get more lands out.
Hey, while we were recording and while Ben's working on a very cool and complicated turn, I want to say that we've been corrected about who designed the deck that I'm playing. It wasn't Gavin, so we're going to retract that Gavin and replace it with a Daniel with a side of Annie because she was the lead designer and this happened.
I'm just gonna say, Gavin, agnostic of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Yeah.
Okay, I still have more things to do.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
very cool, honestly.
Dude,
That
I'm
rocks.
I'm simicking out of my mind right now. I'm going to tap for 5, 6, 7 because these are lands.
And that means you don't have to send them into the red zone.
Exactly. To play a 7-drop, say hello to another new card. It's the Shriekwood Devourer. This is a 7/5 with trample, and whenever I attack with 1 or more creatures, untap up to X lands where X is the greatest power among those creatures.
Oh, well, that's very convenient. That you
I'm going to
have
be untapping 14 lands.
14.
Yes.
Can you get 1 more creature on the board so it could trade with my giant ooze?
I don't want to trade with your giant ooze because I've got other plans, Kathleen.
Oh.
But you require us all to go to combat. Are we cool to do that?
I would like to cast things.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. We were just letting you cook, buddy.
And because I've got a new creature coming on in, I get to flip the last thing, which is a Retreat to Coral Helm.
Oh.
So this is an enchantment with landfall. Whenever a land I control enters, I choose 1. I can tap or untap a creature or scry 1.
Ah! Any creature?
Any creature.
Oh, that's so good for you.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Wow.
I'm going to have more to do later.
What a turn.
But we're finally at 10 life. This is where the game begins.
Yep, this is where it really starts.
Oh, I would like to cast for 2 and a green Ursine Monstrosity. It's a bear mutant with trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill a card and choose an opponent at random. Ursine Monstrosity attacks that player this combat if able. Until end of turn, it gains indestructible and gets +1/+1 for each card type among cards in my graveyard.
Angie Bear.
Angie Bear. It's a mini bear, really.
Many bear, many bite.
What do you got going on?
So we should have a flying blocker.
Yeah.
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 I
got
don't
it.
have one yet.
Yep, I got it. Okay.
Oh, right. Kefnet can't block.
No, I know. The God cycle. They're so fickle.
Then I am going to tap 6, making sure there's 2 black mana in there, and play Demon of Fate's Design. Enchantment creature, demon, flying, trample. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an enchantment spell by paying life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. Don't think we'll be doing that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get back there.
Look on Ben's face.
You can pay 1 black and 2 colorless to sacrifice another enchantment to give it +X+0, where X is the sacrificed enchantment's mana value.
Oh, you could sacrifice your cast out.
I could. I think I might.
Not.
I'm gonna consider that.
Just on the time, letting you know it's on the table.
Yeah.
As your demonic attorney.
Yep. I'm gonna tap Underground River and Plains and put out an Orzhov Signet.
Nice.
Excellent. So that gives us ramp if we survive. Hopefully, I give us the opportunity to do so.
And guess what? We're gonna go to combat for the first time this game.
Yeah.
I mill myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's mulch.
Ah,
Oh.
that's nice. I mean, that's another card type in there
Yes,
too, which is
that's
great for you.
Why I wanted that.
We go to combat. So only Ashaya can attack on my side here. And
I've got my scoos.
so before blocks, we've obviously got some attack triggers. I've got this big untappy friend, but I only actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things to untap. Does anybody want 3 mana? Could somebody do something cool with 3 mana?
If I had 4 mana, I can get rid of 2 artifacts.
Well, if I untap 3 of your lands, you...
With the signet, you have 4.
No, that's not. how
No,
that
because he's
works.
got to filter it.
Oh.
It's,
Yeah.
So, no, if you untap 3 of my lands, with this, I have 4.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can
That is
untap
how
3
that
of my
works.
lands. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
'Cause
that
it's
is,
add 1
that's how
yeah,
math
yeah,
works.
black.
Yes.
Yeah, we got there.
Thank you.
I only
Yeah.
have
I thought
I
one,
was wrong.
I only
Yeah.
have 1 artifact.
Yeah.
Is the book not?
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
you got
Oh, I forgot.
you have 3 total, right?
Yes, actually, hold up. Sorry, I have a Basilisk Collar, a Seance Board, and an Arcane Signet. Are all valid targets. I forgot because I put them down with my land.
All right, so I'm going to untap all my lands, which is akin to 11, which is also in these 3 creatures. And you can untap 3 of your lands,
Beautiful,
buddy.
thank you. I'll do 1, 2, 3. Excellent.
Great. And then still before blocks, I would like to beast within your ooze.
My ooze, I think that's probably pretty fair.
So instead of being, 15, it's
That's
a 3/3?
It's a 3/3. You know what it does though? It blocks something huge.
It does. Do I have a
Or something
beast
small.
token here? Yes. Check out this cool new beast token.
Oh, it's a beastie.
It's a
in the set.
beastie. Yeah.
They're good guys in the set.
That's what I've heard.
The lore is that they are helpers and they hate my guys' stuff,
Okay.
Vagoth's stuff. But if you take off their mask, they're no longer friendly to you.
Oh.
That's neat.
Okay, so I have a 5/5 coming at me and 1 big chunky boy.
Chunky them.
Chunky, yeah, that's true.
I don't know, but I've
It's
decided.
the soul of the world.
Yeah, make it be whatever.
A chunky non-binary pal.
Yeah, go piss, girl.
Sorry, that got him, and then that got me. I'm at 77. I don't think I need to block. How much life gain does green have? Probably a fair
1.
amount. 1, that's true. Then you can eat my creatures. You know what? I'm just gonna take however much from all of y'all.
Very hand wave. 19?
19.
Hell yeah. Okay, second main. We have things we can do.
Yes.
I'm below my starting life total.
Oh, yeah. Good job, team.
Yay!
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
What are you doing, pal?
So, I think mana is probably a problem, so I think I should get rid of the artifacts that help produce mana.
I would say
Or
the Basilisk Collar.
The Basilisk Collar
much
and
worse.
the Luigi board.
I don't actually know what the Luigi board does.
The Luigi board's only good for instant sorceries and demons and spirits.
It just
yeah.
helps you cast them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would get rid of the Basilisk Collar.
I can get rid of 2
too.
artifacts.
Oh, then yeah.
All right, so Swamp gets filtered through the Signet for 1 white, 1 black. Another white gets tapped. Another Swamp goes.
Is it Dusty's?
Return to dust.
Ooh.
Exile target artifact or enchantment. If you cast the spell during your main phase, you may exile up to 1 other target artifact or enchantment. So the Basilisk Collar and the Waluigi board go.
Wah.
Go bye.
I would like to cast my commander.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Here comes winter.
Winter is
Everybody
coming.
cheer.
Yay!
I unironically love a good goth. So.
Yeah. They got peak, 80s goth
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
vibes.
There's big peak like VHS.
Yeah, you should see the axe
Oh,
sword
this is-
thing, hammer. I've got with the laser gun.
I love this set. I love this set so much.
If you want to know more about this set, why not read the story by Seanan McGuire, Hugo Award-winning author over at magicstory.google it.
I am going to tap for 5 and cast an old favorite of mine. It's Whisperwood Elemental. They're great. They are a 4/4 that at the beginning of my end step, I manifest the top card of my library, and I can sack them, and until the end of turn, face up non-token creatures I control gain when this creature dies, manifest the top card of my library. A little bit of safety that I'll still have things after a board wipe if one comes. But I have effects. So this is a landfall trigger. So Simone gets to flip something.
Yep.
Surprise.
The table.
Yeah. And Retreat to Coral Helm is also going to trigger. So I'm going to scry one and pop this one on the bottom. I got nothing else to do.
I got nothing else to do.
I have nothing else to do.
I have a big flying blocker.
So we're going to go to the end step.
Yep.
And I'm going to manifest a card from Whisperwood Elemental. I could look at what it is too, even better. So this is a manifest. I get to draw a card off of They Came From the Pipes, which is going to tick up Can, which means they are now odd, which means I can cast creature spells with Flash.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's very good.
Yes. Also, Ashai is bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Could have eaten my ooze.
And it's still the turn, so there's another landfall trigger. So Simone gets to flip another manifest, which is this Augur of Autumn. Which
nice.
Yeah, I can look at the top card of my library at any time. I can play lands from the top of my library, and as long as I control 3 or more creatures with different powers, I can cast creatures from the top of my library, which I definitely do.
Oh yeah, you
Does your
definitely do.
retreat landfall also trigger?
It also does trigger. Yes, I can scry again.
So you can put a creature on top. Because you can cast them with...
Yeah, I'm going to put this on the bottom.
Okay, not a creature.
All right. Whoa.
Writes down, whoa.
Okay, all right, great.
Writes down, okay.
It's a good card that cares about each other opponent, which is not a lot at
The
this
only
case.
one at this point.
All right, we good team?
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Yes, good. But just before the turn ends, I want to put on this deck because she's got 3 schemes coming. Hold my hand.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Kathleen.
All right,
We're ready.
Take it away.
Okay, well first I'm going to untap my far fewer resources. Then I'm going to tick down Suspended Sentence. Then I'm going to draw my card for the turn. Then I'm going to put in So Many Schemes.
Here we go.
1.
Dark winds will bring your downfall.
Ooh, it's an ongoing scheme. Whenever you attack, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. At the beginning of each end step, if 2 or more creatures died under your control this turn, abandon this scheme.
Okay.
Okay.
My tendrils run deep.
Ooh, this is another ongoing scheme. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 6 or more lands, draw 2 cards that abandon this scheme. So this is only going to stick around for 1.
Okay.
And the third one is,
You live only because I will it.
when you set this scheme in motion, you may redistribute any number of life totals. Oh, well, I think I'm going to keep them exactly where they are.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You could give us 58. I'd be into it.
No, I'm okay.
Dangling hope in front of us.
I mean, that's pretty good, honestly.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to play 2 lands this turn. Heck yeah, because of my tendrils run deep. I'm going to play this Leech-Ridden Swamp.
Ew.
And I'm going to play this Spine Rock Knoll, which has Hideaway 4. And it enters the battlefield tapped. So I look at the top 4 cards of my library, and it goes under the Hideaway. And for red and tap, I can play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if an opponent was dealt 7 or more damage this turn. That seems fair.
Seems doable.
It seems doable. But I've got to tap it, and it enters the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom of my library, face down in a random order. So that is me doing that. Alrighty, but getting out 2 lands was kind of fun.
What does the Leech-Ridden Swamp do?
Well, it says, black and tap. Each opponent loses 1 life. Activate only if you control 2 or more black permanents.
Okay, another lightning bolt.
I think you've got there.
Yeah. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. You all have, how many flying blockers do you have? 1?
1.
Fabulous. I am going to go to attacks.
I have effects before you do that.
All right, please go ahead.
I would like to tap for 1. We're gonna lose some life in this.
Yeah.
endeavor, but I'd like to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4. To flash in a creature.
Okay.
It's also a new one. It's the giggling skitter spike.
Yay!
It's the baby from Toy Story.
I love baby.
So this is, it is a new one of my favorite kind of effect, which is it's a 1/1 indestructible artifact that whenever it attacks, blocks, or becomes the target of a spell, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent.
Whoa.
And then for 5 mana, you can Monstrosity 5 it to turn it into a 6/6. Effects. This is a land. So a land has entered. So first thing what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to manifest Dread. And I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the field and put this Shigeki into my bin. This is going to be another landfall trigger, so we're going to be able to flip it. But what I actually want to do is I'm going to, I guess this one would be there. So yes, I'm just going to flip it. It's a Hydra Omnivore.
Oh.
It's an 8/8, and whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. So what it is a vanilla 8/8, which I'll take. I got it for free.
Yeah.
There's 2 landfall triggers here for Retreat to Coral Helm. So I'm going to pay 2 life as I tap your flyer from its ward cost, bringing us down to 8. And then I'll also tap your Carter.
Oh.
So now you don't have very great attacks.
No.
You have your beast and Gary.
Yeah, whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So
But you will get your demon.
Yeah. Also, because I manifested a creature, a face down one, I get to draw off if they came from the pipes, which is now going to tick up and to an 8/8, and that was the only creature I could flash in. Continue to your
Okay.
combat.
Go to my combats. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare attacks with my beast. My 5/5 is also flying and attacking. They could be easily blocked,
Yep.
but that will cause you to lose 2 life, and I will gain 2 life because of Carter.
Yes.
Let's represent my 5/5 demon. So you have these attacking you, but if you block them, you still lose 2 life due to Carter.
Yeah. Could I make a suggestion?
Oh, please.
So you could block, obviously, the flyer
Yep.
with your 6/6. I can throw the giggling skitter spike in front of one of them just to deal a cool 1
Yep.
damage. But then if somebody wants to throw something else, like we'll double block it, it'll die, and Kathleen gets to
Winter
take
is
1.
Death Touch.
Yeah, sure. So Winter and his new toy, where it will block your 3/3, and
Yeah, and I'll block the flyer with the Demon of Fate's design.
All right.
we'll take 2, and Kathleen will take 1.
Well, Carter actually also gains me life. So technically, but I only gain 1 life.
There.
Hey!
Yeah. The little victories.
Yeah, yeah.
That's our name.
The little
Victories.
Little victories.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
I'm going to cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I think Kathleen was just going to read her
6.
hand and said, target opponent loses 6 life.
What about when Fear of Burning Alive enters, it deals 4 damage to each opponent?
Oh, we lose.
Oh, we lose.
You didn't even need to attack.
I know, but I wanted to get...
I can't believe how hard you just slow rolled us.
You had so many plans!
Wow. Oh my God. Well, good game.
Good game. That was a good game.
All right.
That was definitely the most evil way of doing it.
Yeah.
In my defense.
But you know what? I respect it. We got to see, I mean, I got to play a bunch of cool cards.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see what you guys were up to. You finally got a chance to kick off. I felt You know,
This is like,
give them a chip.
dude.
You could have flashed in a life linker.
I gotta say, what Kathleen did is very akin to like somebody calling somebody after they get engaged and talking to them for like 10 minutes to make sure to see where they're at emotionally before letting them know that they got engaged.
Yeah.
Well, GG.
I think I'd like to add to that. I feel like it's calling somebody who just got engaged, waiting 10 minutes, and then telling them you've loved them forever. That's what that felt like.
This is, well, I hope that everybody has had a good time here on Elder Dragon Social Club. I don't even know if I had a good time, to be honest.
Why not?
All right. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining us here on Elder Dragon Social Club. I hope
Good first time out.
everybody had a good time. A time was had. And hey, if you like these decks and you want to play them and you think they're cool and awesome,
If you want to see them at all,
yeah,
you could purchase them and you'll be able to see what
be able to
Cori
see-
and Jacob's deck do.
yeah, you can
I
go
hear
to,
mine's about enchantments.
Yeah.
I have a big scarecrow nest.
Yeah.
you can go to cardkingdom.com, the wonderful and patient sponsors of this show. And thank you for all you do for your support of us on our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. For some reason, you keep me employed. I mean, obviously, I'm completely unemployable anywhere else, so thank you so much for your support. Until next time, I've been Kathleen, and I'm crawling under the table now. Goodbye. Take it away, Ben.
Goodbye.
Ben, Cori, Jacob.
Oh, yeah. I thought she's...
Bye-bye.